Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chawanne Burns. Please click that like button and that subscribe button. In today's video, we are going to discuss 5 different Capital One credit cards. There is a portal that you could go to, and Capital One will soft pull your credit, so it won't, no hard inquiries. And they will tell you which credit cards you can approve for in minutes, okay? So they have a pre-approval questionnaire, and the application is short, and then they'll tell you what credit cards that they can offer you. So if you've been following my channel is all about business and trying to generate passive income or your side hustle or whatever the case may be. But my last few topics have been about funding your business. And I do have a video that's out there to fund your business with bad credit. And one of the things that I suggested was to fund your business using your personal credit, okay? So this is an opportunity where you could use your personal credit to fund your business while you're working to build your business credit, okay? So we're going to discuss the 5 different credit cards, what type of credit score you need, FICO score, and the amount or the limits that they may impose on the credit cards, or the limits of the credit cards, okay? So let's get started. So we do have Capital One Quicksilver. Quicksilver currently is offering a $200 bonus if you're potentially approved. And the limit to the Quicksilver, it is pretty fair credit. I got a mixed review. So between Quicksilver and Quicksilver One, not for sure, but I believe Quicksilver is, you might need, I believe it's a 580 credit score. So between the Quicksilver and Quicksilver one is the 580 and one is the higher, which is the 700. So, for the credit limit of those is $1,000 to $10,000. Okay, so the minimum limit that they will offer you is $1,000, and the max limit will be $10,000. Okay, so, and I know for a fact that once they have you in the system, pre-approval, they do a hard inquiry if you decided to go whatever credit card you decide to go with. They use Vantage 3.0, and one of the services, I have a Capital One Platinum card. Actually, I have 3 of them, one for my business and 2 of them personal. And I've had these credit cards for years. I never decided to close them out, but they do offer a free service of monitoring your credit report through Vantage 3.0, or where they use the credit system Vantage 3.0. I believe their system is called Credit Wise or whatever, but in there it shows you your score or whatever, so you could track it. So that's your Quicksilver rewards. The next credit card is called Saver. Saver One Rewards. Now, Saver One, you have to have a better credit score. That is a 570 to 700. I'm sorry, 670 to 700. But it still offers the same credit limit. They might have less fees. Since it requires a higher credit score, you probably don't have what they call an annual fee on that. And they offer rewards on mostly all of their credit cards. They offer rewards, but I know the Platinum, I don't know if they're offering it now, but they don't offer those rewards for the Platinum. So your Saver One, 670 to 700, and your limit is up to $10,000. The minimum is $1,000. Now your venture capital, the venture capital, they have a 60,000 bonus mile that you can earn by using a credit card to purchase travel or airfare or air flights or whatever. The minimum credit score that you need for that is a 700 for that. The minimum limit for that is 5,000. So the minimum limit that you need for, or the minimum limit that they will grant you for this credit card is 5,000, and the max is $50,000. Okay. So if you have a pretty good credit score, you potentially could get approved for the Venture Capital One credit card. Now, the next one is the Platinum. The Platinum is all you need is a fair credit score. That is a minimum of 580 FICO score. And the same goes to that. It's the same for this one. You have to have 580 to 669 is the credit range, but $1,000. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I believe it's $300 is the minimum amount that they will put on your credit card as a limit. And it could go up to $2,000. So I've had my credit card for years, you guys, and I only had one increase. And both of my cards are at $2,000. I paid them off several times. I've even asked for an increase several times. I was never granted the increase. So this one has a limited amount. But if you are, are in the fair range of your credit, this might be a potential card for you to fund your business. And like I said, I have a $2,000 on both of those credit cards, and they really give me an increase. And as a matter of fact, my husband, he had a better credit than I did back when he applied originally for the credit card, and they approved him for a Capital One. He doesn't really use credit, so he just pays cash for everything. So it doesn't, he just trying to, he was just trying to put other things on his credit report besides, like a house and all that stuff, a revolving credit card. Like literally, this dude never had a credit card before. So, because he never needed to use it. But anyway, so like I said, when better credit than I had, and he made more money than me when at the time he applied, he still makes really good money. And I could remember that they gave him a $300 limit on his credit card. So, and he's had it for years like I've had it. And they only increased him one time. Like, I think right now he's at $1,000 limit. So my two credit cards, I literally had these two credit cards probably maybe about 10 years for both of them. And I never received any more limits or increase to the limits for years now. And I've asked for it, and they never gave it to me. So I think the max for this particular credit card is $2,000. Sorry to ramble on about this, but Capital One, like I said, they're pretty lenient as far as extending a line of credit if you have fair credit. But as far as giving you a credit increase on their particular products, they are not, they don't do it. Okay. So maybe I need to jump over to the venture since I got way better credit now and close the other ones. But I like keeping my credit cards. I don't want to close out accounts anyway. It helps with my credit scoring system, just that having that maturity on my credit report. Also for that last one, the Quicksilver one versus the Quicksilver, I'm assuming the Quicksilver is the less stringent requirements for the credit. So I would like to think that they have a lower limit as well, that they could grant you. And I've seen on my search query like $300 or $400 or $1,000 as the minimum limit that they will grant you, and 10,000 as the max. Okay. One thing I want to tell you guys about Capital One. So say for instance, you say, oh, I don't want to, or you fell on hard times and you can't make your minimum payment. They do have what you call financial strengths or whatever. They do have that. But I tell you, if you decide to close out your credit card or dispute something bad, Capital One is less forgiving. They want all their money. You cannot settle with them. So if you're one of those people that have the propensity of not paying your credit card bills, you will have to pay this one. And they do not write nothing off. If you owe them $2,000, they want their $2,000. They don't write off bad dings on your credit either. You could write a sick letter, the most heartfelt, wrenching letter to them, asking them to remove from your credit report. They do not remove stuff from your credit report. So that's my experience with them. I had them for years. I never, like I said, I have 3 credit cards with them. And one of my credit cards, I was in bad standing with them years ago, and I tried to get these things removed, and they did not remove them. Okay. So if you're looking for someone that's lenient, like Bank of America would take stuff off your credit report, but Capital One, they refuse. So this is about the end of our video. Let me know in the comment section if you have experiences with Capital One. Capital One is a large organization. It's a large bank. So you're fighting against a giant when you try to not pay your bills with them. So, but let me know if you have experience with Capital One, good, bad, or indifferent. And also, hopefully this video will give you some ideas of just using your personal credit to fund your business. And I strongly suggest you guys, if you don't need to take out a loan, use a credit card to fund your business and pay it back over time. You have a little bit higher interest rate, but I mean, it could really free up some cash flow in your business while you're building your business credit. All right, so that's the end of our video. Leave the comments or questions in the comment section, and I am sending all my good to you. I will talk to you soon.